Alrighty then. Okay. That's all I needed. That's one helmet that I can actually upgrade. I might just need a pumpkin if I can. Preston, excuse me.
You're unstoppable.
I know I am. Thank you. Where is Patreon? That's what I want. I need a helmet. Can I give any of these guys good helmets? Okay, where are these? I can, look at that. I love it. I just need a helmet. Can I upgrade this? I cannot. Sorry, Preston, excuse me. What did I give him? Can I upgrade this, actually? What's the point of it, then, if I can't upgrade it? There's no point in wearing it. You want to take the hat, though. I'm gonna put the helmet on. I mean the hat. Much better. Let's put these away here now. Here right now. I'll bring all those with me. Right away. There's my backpack. Yeah, look at that. 6, 7. Yeah. Let's see what other weapons I got before I go. Okay.
What are you building?
Actually, don't worry about it. Just have an idea. Check this out. Ones that don't pack as much of a punch. I'll just go there. And then the really strong ones go there. Okay.
The Commonwealth's a lot bigger than I realized.
Cool. Okay, y'all. Let's go outside and see what everyone's gonna say.
That explosion came from the old CIT ruins. I mean, if you believe the stories or the history, could the Institute really have been destroyed?
Diamond City Surplus! Open 24 hours! Oh, I do hope you're here to make a purchase. It's what I live for.
Let's see what you have.
Excellent.
I don't really have a lot, but okay.
The Minutemen are in town. You know, one of these days, I might sign up myself.
You should, man. I hope you do. Let me know. Hey, you. Hey, you. Yeah, you. The freaking fucking bozo reading this. Remember around the fire, some scavengers are out near the hellhole southwest. Heard shit about a whole research lab with some uh, you might learn more from them. All those people. Okay.
The legend himself. Way to give it to the Institute. You're like my hero or something. I don't know. Thanks.
Oh, it's good to meet a fan. Takahashi.
Yes.
Why don't you give him 500 see if he adds more stuff to his
What
store.
you're looking for? The hour!
There he is. The man of the hour.
Hey, I want to see something.
Head on inside.
Officer?
Got a question? Should talk to Sullivan.
So, you're that
Oh, I thought
traitor
I'd talk to him, argue about this.
Some tells me she's pulled the wool over my eyes again. Am I right?
I didn't mean to lie, officer. It all just happened so fast.
You're not the first guy Piper pulled into a heap of trouble he wasn't ready for. Thanks for being honest. If it were up to me, we would have just let the both of you in. But the mayor's calling the shots, and... well, you saw how mad he is. Anyway, welcome to Diamond City and all that. I gotta get back to work.
Can I use the elevator? Oh, I lost him.
Keep looking at me like that. I'm gonna start thinking you're a safe.
Officer?
Now a swatter? That's a real weapon. Talk to Mo Crone. He'll fix you up.
Mayor?
Enjoy your stay in Diamond City. Now, excuse me.
McDonough?
I have somewhere to be. Sorry. Excuse me, but I'm very busy right now.
Sure you are. Oh, search the picture frame. He was sitting in the same frame. Ah,
What are you gonna do with that?
don't worry about it. I didn't know it was needed. Thank you. Oh god, now I gotta search for it. I don't know what this is. China's river walks from one of the secure labs. Looks military and the limb servers way beyond the FNR Robco. I wonder what kind of mechanical output these things can do. I'm going this the treadmill started off at 30% output to it. Okay, I'm so tried to stop the simulation after the server output reached 50%. The first chain swapped out and I didn't even reach it in time and ran through the wall. God, I'm going to be in so much trouble. Don't panic. Just put it back in the car and put it back to the lab and oh crap, something's coming. That's cool. What is this? Subduce any slightly genetic mutations in the venom. Oh no, no. Please add details.
Blackbird spotted. Badly injured. Way too many hostiles for the runner to engage. Request assistance from HQ.
That's it.
Wayne, I'm leaving this message with Marcy in case you come looking for me. Though I pray you don't. The military took over the hospital, and everything's gone to hell in the city. Things here, it's bad, Wayne. People are dying every
Bruce
day.
Wayne?
And
I
most
think
of
I'll
the
put you
time
on
all
my
we can do
chest.
is watch, try to make them comfortable. One of the other nurses told me she heard a radio signal that sounded like you and the boys. I don't know if it's true, if you're still out there, but we've got a way out, and I'm gonna try to find you.
Okay.
Found the mayor in the tub last night. Locked the door before the missus found him. Didn't want her to see him like that. I told her he'll be back soon and not to worry. In the meantime, I told her to take the children down to the utility room in the gym and wait for the all clear. The situation's getting out of control and we're outnumbered. It's only a matter of time before this place falls into chaos.
Hi, sweetheart. I'm sorry it had to end this way. I tried to build a place where our children could live comfortably. You know, I'm a family man, and know our children come first. I'd do anything for them, even at the expense of taxpayers' money. The mob has broken through, and it's only a matter of time before they reach the lower level. As a last resort to protect our family, I give you... well, I give you myself. Take my body to the people. Tell them I died a coward. Maybe they will leave you in peace. I left the key to the safe with one of the attendants. I forget his name. Anyway, goodbye, my darling. I love you and the children so much.
Where are you, honey? I've been told to take the children to a safe place near the gym. Are you okay? The children are scared. This whole situation is my fault. I convinced you we needed all of this stuff if the worst ever happened. Now look at what's happening. All my fault. When you come back... Oh, hold on. Looks like the little one's hungry. Shh. It's okay, baby. Don't cry. It's okay. Mommy's here. Listen, when you come back, let's get out of here. Let them have this place. We don't need it. Love you, honey.
Personal record. Dr. Brian Virgil. This will likely be my last recording. My requests to shut down the FEV program have repeatedly been denied. We've learned nothing useful in the last 10 years. Why does Father insist on continuing it? If he won't see reason, then I have to take matters into my own hands. What we're doing, it's not right. It needs to stop. If anyone should find this after I'm gone, know that I never wanted to hurt anyone. Anyone. Do you understand me? I'm gonna make sure the whole program is shut down. If not for good, then at least for years to come. After that, I know what I'm about to do will be seen as a betrayal. Treason, he'll probably call it. So, I'm leaving. I have a plan. And if it works, I'll be somewhere safe. Somewhere not even the coursers can find me. Everything that we've done, the lives we've taken. If there is a God, may he have mercy on us all.
To busting jaywalkers and punishing papers, going undercover seemed like a big break, but this is way beyond what I signed up for. I'm starting to question whether the department truly, whether the department truly has my back. Either way, I'm gonna have to try. Have to do something risky if I want help. Trent, something is dead. The irony is he was willing to tell me everything, but only after everything else. And I asked him flat out if he murdered those carpenters. He got rough. I got rougher. That's what she said. I'm not sure how I'm gonna get out of this. There's a guard at the door at all times, so I can't get out of it. I can't stay here. If only they're running out of the food, then I'm gonna get suspicious. It's hard to process what just happened, honestly, even though it's on the monitors. I still can't believe it's real. Inside the house, everyone's dripping, traveling like flies. Everyone's getting the help. Very bless those carpenters. I don't know what the material they used to build these walls, but somehow it's keeping me alive. Pretty soon I'll be the only one left, which means I feel away, but into what world I don't even know. I'm not the way my skin's looking. I'm not sure I'll live long enough to see it. It's been 30 years since I picked up this holotape. I'm not sure how much space it even has on this thing. The first thing I did when I got out was head to the station, dead or not. I was going to check in, close the case, and maybe have a drink with Sergeant Callahan's corpse. I showed up in a full uniform with a badge and baton and everything, but no one was there. Then I opened up a Sergeant big mistake. It turned out they didn't give a shit about my safety. They left me in this house of horrors to get raped, killed, and who knows what. I guess I should be thanking them. If they pulled me out, I would have been one of it along with the rest of the world, but it still doesn't make it right, so I tossed my baton in a box, buried my uniform from what day I was done being police. 100 years since the bomb dropped, and I'm still alive. In fact, I've turned into quite the successful mob boss, living in this house. It was only natural to use the resources that it provided. It took the connections Trev built through his fake comic book business and found some were still alive, kicking together. We rebuilt the organization the same way he did, from town protection records, smuggling cans and deals with the mayor. Of course, in that one, Candy, the old boss, main squeeze. Now that's a lie. I've been spent more time as a waitress of mysteries than I ever did as a cop. But these days sound nostalgic. I'm still alive. I'm beginning to wonder who else survived. Case in point, the other day on the monitors, I saw something that looked like Sergeant Kyle. The boys might think I'm crazy, but he had on the same cheap tan suit he always wore with a ticket in his breast pocket. It was for the warden theater. After the war, the thing you tell survivors is to head back to old haunts. If you met your friends at bars had is go back to the same bar and see if your pals show up. If Callan is out there, maybe he stops by the warden every now and then for a drink. Maybe that ticket is on his way, identifying himself to an old friend. If only he knew. A century is a long time to hold a grudge, but was never a concern for him. Why should it be me? Be for me. Holy crap. Jamaica Plain Raid, Sal, Luke, Gearhead. What's going on? Let's get me out of here. Well, again, damn one, don't give up. Never should have taken that contract. About 10 days to come up with the tabs, or she'll haul me in for the bounty. That's what I get for choosing the next gunner. Nothing at all. Short-term gigs are for mercs of gearheads. No one needs a fixer, even with the connections, but I've got to come up with the money somehow. An old room, but that's all I got. But if I spin right, maybe I can convince Sal I'm worth more than the price on my head. He bought it. The treasure of make a plan. Greatest prize in the family. The big score no one's ever pulled off. I convinced her I can pull together a team if it'll become I'll keep. I'll call it every favor I've got. I've dug up all the info I can. There's nothing down here. Something big. Security sounds insane. Turrets, robots, locks, you name it. And that's it. You make it past the ghouls, 200 years, and no one's even come close, and yet the old papers barely mention it. Something's fishy. I don't know what. Just hope Sal doesn't catch on until I'm far away. No word from Hatter, but the others are all here. Sal's got heavy weapons covered. Old Silver himself, security, Ken Stanfish for scouting and locks. His wife muscle and keep him in line. You've managed to scrounge up some pre-war junk from the town. Maybe it'll come in handy. Since I go along. I tried to beg off, but she won't have that. I know too much. Once she gets the treasure, she'll gut the rest of us. I'm sure there's nothing I can do to stop her. I don't think I'm getting out of here alive. It sucks. Bring the chain you earned and blood you own. Touch the shoe and you die twice. Second time slow in case you missed a note. Characters. War since I gave Sims to join us. I have beautiful about the material that's not what's going to talk about them. I'll try to advocate this for what you think I'm trying to. Yeah. Charlie's Journal. Rough times, location, scouting, found a place, settling down. Life has been even tougher than usual when the calm was low. The men were always keeping things in line for a while there, but they begin to fade out just like everyone else. Diamond State's well, and our way over since the point where even simple scavengers like me have a hard time getting through the gates. I've been laying low during the day, digging around for goods at night to avoid all the supermutants and raiders. I really need to know somewhere I can set up a more permanent safe house. There must be something left out there. There's so many old apartment buildings boarded up. I feel like one of them has set up as something good side. I made a mistake of poking around in Lexington the other day and almost paid the price. The place is so unfair of duels and raiders. It would take a small army to clear it out. I'll be making my way back up toward Bunker Hill to see what's going on around there. I did some trading on Bunker Hill and decided to scout around the area. I almost had to give it up, but Chicago was off the board, being my way into my spot. This place was nearly in charge. I can't believe how lucky I am. If anyone catches one of this place, they'll be trapped by raiders and not that what. I'm trying to clean up the dust and build some defenses. Sleeping in an actual bed is life-changing. Even a bed at 200 years old, it's made me get a sense of what life was like before the war. This place is really big, and now I've settled in a bit. I've decided to open my doors to a few people I trust. They're making their way down. They're here from north. I'm running low on food and water, so I'm going to do some scavenging tonight now that I have something to lose. A place to call home. Every outlining makes me more nervous than the last. Finger crossed, I'll make it back in one piece. I'll need to leave a note hidden away somewhere to let my friends know where they can find me. Here's to settling down and rebuilding some kind of future.
Anise Ciroletti, Chief Scientist. This is the third time I've had to request more security. As thorough as our assembly procedures may be, there's a human factor to be considered. These are criminal and unstable minds. It can't be a scientist's job to ensure each test subject is properly sedated. I was promised military assistance and security, but we need more. I won't allow my crew to be endangered. As fascinating as it may be to integrate the human mind with robotics, sometimes I wish I never signed on to this project.
Been having nightmares lately. Wake up sweating. Some kind of bright room, people in lab clothes, same over me. I can't move, and there's this creepy old house. People I feel like I recognize but never seen. Been happening for weeks now. The house keeps getting clearer each time I look like the place is out at. Fairline Hill Estates. I'm gonna drop by there for the hell of it and see what's around. You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. I went to look around. Everyone has saw some raiders sneaking around the place. I snuck up on him, but he was quick. He flipped around, gun out, but he immediately recognized. But we recognized each other. He was one of the faces from the dream. We've been having the same dreams too. What the hell is happening? We met again last night. Both of us have been seeing Sim's patrol sniffing around a lot more lately for some reason since we've met. Our memories keep getting stronger. It seems like we used to be different people, and some sickles erase our memories. Who would do that? Who would rob us of our past like that? Whatever we are now, whatever we used to be, we want to be no part of it. Berner and I have decided to get the hell out of here. The first chance we get is when we meet up again at Fairland tonight. Some asshole is waiting there for us. He said we had to come with it, but when he said no, he tried to take us out. I don't think he expects us to fight back door. He's dead now. He's dead now. He's dead now. Who knows if there's any others after us? We've made a pact to trust no one going forward. Comes asking questions, or we see someone we don't recognize, we shoot on sight, no hesitation. I'm getting tired of life here anyway. I've been wondering if there's anything left outside the Commonwealth. Isn't that nice?
Looks like the mutants have settled 2 mics north of here, taking over most of the town. They seem to be concentrated in the old Felons department store. I led a squad out a couple days ago to clear them out. We were ordered by Captain West to retreat when our squad was ambushed. When we got back, the captain chewed me out in front of the guys and then asked me to see him privately in the old recording studio. After reaming me out for several minutes, he took me off patrol and reassigned me to guard the HQ here. It's just so confusing. I mean, I'll never confront the captain in front of the men, but what is he up to? Why did he order the retreat and then blame me?
Good question. Did I ever read that? I mean, whatever.
Mama, this is David. The Batman came back. I saw them shoot Mr. Lance and he fell off the roof. Michael said he'd be okay, but he isn't moving.
David, come on. Dad said we had to grab our stuff.
No! I have to leave a note for Mama so she can find us. Stop it!
Boys, come on. We're leaving now.
See if that's worth taking with us?
Hold it, I have to get Jangles!
Michael, grab your brother. There's no time. They'll be back any second.
I just realized I think I was muted, so I'm going to start over. This is the third week I've been sending data to the Institute. Schematics, core dumps, everything. My brother has amassed an enormous amount of data and technology, and yet we keep it locked away. We say it's us to keep it safe, to protect humanity from itself. I've had enough of the hubris and greed, so I'm going to keep doing this as long as I can. I'm starting to think this is my true purpose. Maria caught me compiling a holotape today. I told her, I was just making some backups. That's all I was doing. She seemed to accept that. I'll need to be more careful. Vasquez is starting to ask a lot of questions. I can't even take a week without him asking for a full status report. This is getting out of control. It's going to have to be an accident. It's the only way I can keep all this quiet. I know to reprogram the Sentinel targeting systems, I'll say that I barely made it out alive, and that all the kinks with the AI haven't been worked out yet. I'll wipe my own Sentinel's memory when I'm done. If the Brotherhood dies, too much will die with us. I can't allow it. My Sentinel passcode is capital Tripwire Echo. I will need to get Maria and Vasquez's code somehow. What is this? I don't want to read that. You can't trust everyone.
That son of a bitch Sergeant Reiser caught me trying to have a look in the warehouse. And that asshole actually drew his weapon on me. Look, Perry, I know you two came up together and all, but I'm telling you that guy is dirty, and I need you to have my back on this. Those ration crates didn't just go missing on their own, and it's our job to make sure they're getting to the people who need them. Just lean on him a bit, okay? See if he'll let you in the warehouse to have a look around. McDonald out.
Jack, this is Perry. What's taking you so long, cuz? You should have moved more than half this stuff by now. I've got that sanctimonious prick McDonald breathing down my neck. Partner my ass. We gotta get this stuff out of here and skip town before Reese catches on. We'll let his dumb ass take the fall for this, then come back in a week or so and say our grandma was having health problems down in New York. Just make sure you're ready tonight and... Who's there? You better show yourself, asshole.
He's been spending a long time over at Shenley's. Lately, we can smell the alcohol on him, but he's doing research. He calls the place his personal castle and said the metal statues remind him of the golem in the script. At first, I was okay with it. I mean, the battle mage he's playing does live in a castle and does have problems guarding the entrance. If that's what it takes to get a good performance out of him, so be it. Still, the other day I had Bob follow him, and it turns out he spends half the time at the bar and the other half in the bathroom. But now Dave, he's going to tell me it's his goddamn throne. Dave's getting obsessed with this world. He comes to set in full armor and demands we address him by his character's name. I tried having his agent call him, only to find out he's cut off the electricity at his home, and I'm not sure what that was he had for lunch, but Bob swears it was still moving. Next, because I'm going to tell Jenny, no more method acts. Can someone please hide the new sword and helmet performance for next year? I've told Dave time and time again that we'll live with this bullshit so as long as he doesn't endanger the crew. The fact that he brought a real sword on set is pretty much the opposite of what I asked for. He nearly sliced off Bob's ear whipping that stupid thing around. I'm afraid if it kills him on the insurances, they're going to cover it on top of that. All the screaming, the damn screaming he does in that fake language is starting to... Okay, great. On everyone. I warned him, one more stuff like this, I'm going to write his kid off the most excruciating death amount. Let's see him method act with that. They found out about the script changes. He just about lost it. He kept saying that about his new levitation spell and went out to the roof to prove that he could fly out there, trying to talk him off the ledge right now. I feel like most of us would be okay with it if he went ahead and jumped. The problem is, he's winning value set property, so we can't let that get damaged. I told Bob to go after him and secure the property for it, telling Dave he's fired. Somehow Dave made it to the other side ledge. He jumped onto his so-called golem and climbed up. They said Bob went after him, but he didn't make it across. Now we're missing 2 actors and a whole bunch of props. I don't know how I'm going to explain this to the students. No one knows where Dave is, but I'm willing to bet he's still holed up in his imaginary castle. That sucks.
Damn it, Galton, what the hell is going on down there? I have to convene an emergency directorate meeting because of this screw-up. That synth was a prototype. It was absolutely not ready for field testing. The mess it caused in Diamond City threatens decades of work to keep us out of the spotlight. I will be very clear. My legacy as director will not be tarnished by your division's mistakes. I am going to find out exactly who approved any sort of operation above ground, and that person will be held fully accountable.
Look, Director, I'm gonna make the same recommendation I did last time. We did everything we could. 4 years dedicated to preserving this Commonwealth provisional government. You've seen the same reports I have. It's falling apart and fast. We need a plan for what happens when that fall is complete. I know some of the other divisions have suggested we just cut off all contact, hide underground and pretend nobody's home. That would, in my opinion, be a mistake. We can't just give up on these people, and with the android program, we don't have to. We'll soon have the capabilities to deploy androids to the surface in great enough numbers to maintain order. Just think about it, all right? Keep it in mind moving forward.
Right, so many patients to treat. Aquapura, not Pura. A mutant, my very own clinic. Where's my clinic? Phil brought me on the team about a month ago. Everyone here is so friendly. It makes it really easy to get these swabs. At my last job, I had to resort to drugging them for a problem. Dave Perkins has come to me on several occasions and stated adamantly that Aquapure is not completely pure. Needless to say, I was shocked at his package shock. Would we really do that? Why on the daily book? It would test somehow show little to no contamination. So, phew! I asked Dave why he thought the way he did, and he explained to me that unless you can drink it without opening the cap, it was going to get contaminated when exposed to radiation in the air. Well, duh. I told him that level of contamination is completely safe. If anyone is contaminated, it's probably him. You'll need to have to him to agree to test to confirm, although I'll probably just grab a sample from the bottle he threw in the trash. One of the good fighters is a mutant. A mutant! I've never treated a mutant before. I want to know what he eats, when he sleeps, what he dreams. He's sleeping right now. Maybe I should wake him up and ask. Phil, bro. Me and a radio who was very, very hurt. I can pass your orange, but I can't do much. Her brain doesn't really respond well to. More importantly, with so many injured, Phil says they plan on clearing some of the rebel upstairs to make room for cleaning. That's an amazing idea. After all, you can't fight the good fight without a clean bill of health. It's been 2 days, 6 hours, and 32 minutes, and still haven't cleared the rebel. Something about the town company attacking the station. Well, if they do attack, now I'm going to treat the injured without a proper clinic. They took her. I can't believe it. They took Megan. I chased them down. Oh, I'm not going to read that one.
Guys don't bother me anymore. That's good. I think it's... What was that? Can't they read the signs? I think it's time I go back inside the quarry. It's been too long. No, I can't. The guys would never let me in. I could kill them all. No. No, that wouldn't be what it would want. It's time to lay down. Yes, of course. It's next to my bed. I will. It's loaded.
Tim, good job on keeping things under wraps. We've taken your advice and have asked the other project managers to meet you at Station 4. Stall them if they arrive before we get there. They haven't been told anything. We are very close to accomplishing our goal. Please be patient. You will be rewarded in time.
Tim Shoots here. No suspicions were raised when the new equipment was brought in the other day. Crew at Station 4 are still under the impression that we are setting up the new station beyond this area. The standing crew you hired are convincing enough. However, do worry about the project managers at the other stations, especially Bob at Station 1. We all know he takes his job very seriously. His bullet point updates bug the hell out of me. My gut tells me he'll figure out something's going on down here sooner rather than later. Please advise.
Government employee number 011. Screw this government bullshit. This is Bazensky. Sirens, they came so fast. And the alarm. The only ones we could save were on duty. Stevens had left to get something out of his car. Stevens. He's gone. We had to close the door before he could even turn around. Protocol said we had to. I could hear him screaming. That was days ago. We're already running out of food. This place was not as well stocked as they claimed. Goddamn budget cuts. If anyone is listening to this, my name is Jeff Bazensky. Tell my wife, Wilma, that I love her.
Wilma.
Goodbye.
This is Dr. Elliott reporting for the Bioscience Division. March 22-24. We just received another batch of subjects, but as my previous report stated, we're at an impasse here. More of the same won't help. The two most promising strains of FEV have been adapted to an ideal state, but we're still missing something. I am officially echoing the team's position. The most likely progress for our research on synthetic organics requires new avenues of exploration. Additional Commonwealth subjects will not help. It's the same problem across the board, exposure to too much radiation. We need someone new. There's a proposal we'll be putting forward. I am not entirely comfortable with it, but it seems the best course.
Tony Delano facilities. Air filtration's on the fritz again. It's like a constant haze in here. I swear to God, if these people don't quit smoking, I'm gonna sue for health benefits. Yeah, like anyone here would allow that to happen. Anyway, I got McDaniel up there taking a look. But if that fan needs replacing again, I'm having Fadley fired. I don't care if he is some hotshots kid. He can't do this job. And I'm the one that's got to answer to Rawlings. Tony Delano facilities. Air filtration's on the fritz again. It's like a constant haze in here. I swear to God, if it...
This is a full pack of all data stored in the USGS. There's a beta facility in the event of the full inspection of the solitary Canada will be used for investigative purposes. Terminals at the time of tape removal are listed below. Welcome to the blah 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 blah. If you are not authorized person, please be aware that you are currently violation of Section 4 of the Illinois Government Property Trespass Report is expressly executed. Notice to authorized persons, this is sold on behalf of the U.S. government and will formally transfer ownership 10/13/2077. Please vacate the premises permanently. Further details by the so let it be known that all personnel to vacate premises after the facility was required by a third party. This shall be halted and all documents and equipment is to be left within the bunker. No personal objects are to left behind. No. United States government has reassured the USGS that all members of the research team will be on for their work despite the current loss of their jobs. Please leave all door codes where the new and we find them. Osprey 2872. It's the 12th of August, Wednesday. It's been a few days since we took over the bunker. The repairs, the Sally, them going up and down to surface for supplies. I hope it's near. Doctors get to sleep down on the surface while 8 of us have to share the only 2 food with camp boss. Properly spread out until for sure the other places won't collapse. Even the pros of capsule trail is unlike us underlings. One of the compassions is Larry too. I'm afraid some of the readings we get may come from his snoring, which should be studied as well. Jessie should felt the same. Someone was off yesterday. She not the only one, but I believe it's the surgeons which trigger the fear. Blah 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 blah. Too much reading.
Kendra and Delancey are 6 feet under. The Silver Shroud claimed the hits. Northie, St. John wants you to keep up the recruiting efforts. We need more warm bodies after we deal with the costume. And don't worry, Kate's gathering a bunch of meatheads to take the shroud out. The boss ain't happy. Now's not a time for failure. He's getting personally involved. He's gonna pay the shroud's flunky friend a special visit in Good Neighbor. After he's done with that, he'll check in. He'll expect results.
I mean, at this time, you aren't the man I married anymore. That bill would have sold up wrong account. You're mean, a piece of drum we're done. Margie still can't see clear in the red. Stop to think about it. You may have blinded our own daughter. The kids and I are leaving. If you think of coming after us, Russell has already said he'll kill you if he ever sees you again. I've half the mind to let him.
The doctor said I could say goodbye. I've decided to have the operation. I know I'll lose all my memories. I don't want you to be sad. I have nightmares. And this world, the SRB, being hunted, I just can't handle it. Everyone says I'll be safer if I start a new life. I know I'll be happier. My only regret is I'll forget. Old Man Stockton, High Rise, and you. Looking back, there's only fear. Worse than fear. But I will miss my new friends.
It's time, H2.
Thanks.
Human, did you make the machine work? Good. Fist, this is Hammer. I got a human to make the machine work. We found a good place. Already has walls and water. Some human made a tiny room underground with many good things inside. Send more people so we can raid more. We give you these guns for trade. Okay, human. Make the machine stop recording now. Human! Not time for sleep! Stop bleeding and work the machine! Fine. Hammer will fix it.
Terrible, terrible, terrible.
Oopsie. No, no, no. Little fingers away. There we go. Okay. Just say it. Right there. Right there. Yay! Hi, honey. Listen, I don't think that Sean and I need to tell you how great of a father you are. But we're going to anyway. Isn't that right? You are kind and loving and funny. That's right. And patient. So patient. Patience of a saint, my mom used to say. Look, with Sean and us all being home together, it's been an amazing year. But even so, I know our best days are yet to come. There'll be changes, sure. Things we need to adjust to. You'll rejoin the civilian workforce, and I'll shake the dust off my law degree. But everything we do, no matter how hard, we do it for our family. Now, say goodbye, Sean. Bye-bye. Say bye-bye. Come on. Bye, honey. We love you.
Maybe you figured out something a long time ago and I'm just learning it now. Just wasn't fair, Coral. If not for this kid. Yeah. Sure thing, kiddo. I'm hungry too. And there's nothing for us here. Let's go. Coral, it's me. I know you're in there, so just open up. The boys saw you up here yesterday. Look, they ain't gonna wait, and I ain't gonna wait. We leave in the morning, so just finish playing hermit and have your ass at camp by sunup. What in the hell's wrong with you? You don't get to vanish like this. I don't care how many booby traps you hide behind, Coral. We're still here. He's your kid, not mine. So you better get your shit together and come find us when you're done with this idiocy.
Jimmy. Hey, Jimmy, hear this at today's delivery locations for the Captain Cosmos boys. But please get over to the Hubris TV studios at Hub 30, 361st. They're about to wrap up the big session finale episode and need them for the wrap party tonight. It sounds like they're going to load up the redemption machines for some sort of raffle. Receptionist said they're using some high-tech space gear from the United States Space and reading's hard. And mystery. Ask her to let you get sneak peek, but make it quick. You're on the clock. Hubris Television Studios, Hub 360, Hubris Comics, General Atomics Gallery, WRVR broadcast station.
Just keep talking if you can. I'm afraid this may be rather painful. Don't worry about it, Doc. Anesthetic would lower your blood pressure too much, and
Wait there.
Dr. Walter is carrying out from the fall. The Gen 3 Synth program is perfectly unspoiled DNA sample. Thanks to the... Now this next part is especially delicate, so if you could please look straight into the light.
Should everything be purple? No, that's just a calibration error. How about now? Better. I'm just glad to have a chance to test these on a cooperative human subject. Normally, the directors are very touchy about allowing this kind of technology outside the Institute. They must find you extremely trustworthy. You see, these are gonna work, right, Doc? Oh, yes. When I say test, I simply mean collecting data over time, which will be very valuable to making further improvements. This next part may be exceptionally painful. Try your best to remain conscious.
Okay, next. Five more crates today. 3 cam, 1 mac and cheese, and some kind of dried meat, judging from the stench, probably more rat. The ghouls didn't touch the meat, the mac, but they almost came to blows over the Morad jerky. They even ate the cream. I think they're starting to get used to it by now. Ghouls were ordered today. I didn't get enough food of the 4 crates. 1 with mac and cheese again, and 2 were mislaid vacuum tubes that only left 1 pack of crumb to go around. Have to be more careful. This whole thing is going to fall apart. If ghouls get hungry enough to start raiding the base, someone else will find the tunnel and report them to the captain. I can't have any more deaths on my hands. Trip 9, 6 crates today. All meat. They should be enough to size them for a couple of days. I'm going to have to cut back. I think people are starting to get suspicious. Subscribed. We're in a full inventory today. Night. Braylon has been watching me, and I don't think she's figured it out yet. But I can't take any chances. I'll check her journal when I get back to ship just to be safe.
We ran into some hostile robots today. They were pieced together, like the ones we've been making in that workbench. Weird thing is, one of them was spouting something about the Mechanist, that they're here to protect the Commonwealth. Yeah, protected my ass. We managed to lose them. Those things were dangerous. Shades and I went back and picked up an arm we shot off. Whoever's making these things is an expert. Maybe even beyond my level. I'll have to look into upgrading Ada and Hertz for some better protection.
Too late for that. Beautiful. It's so bright out now.
Okay. First, I want to say I'm sorry, Dad. I knew I was onto something big, and thought I'd see what a trader would pay if I found it. I had no idea that the Institute would be after any of this. And now the whole town is in trouble. I know you told me not to worry. But I just know that the town is going to vote to throw us out, or worse. I wasn't lying when I said I didn't have the data, despite what Mr. Owens and his cronies think. That's why I have to go back in. I know the key is in there. I just need to put the pieces together. It's something with that professor. If I can find it, maybe I can give the Institute what they want, and they'll just leave us alone.
Daniel, I really stepped in the Brahmin pile this time. While you and Mom were off to Bunker Hill, Dad and I finally had it out. Yeah, I know. How is that different than any other day? I don't know, Dan. It's just... The gloves really came off this time. I told them I was gonna go join the Forged up at the Ironworks, and, well, you know, Dad. No son of Abraham Finch is ever gonna be some trumped-up raider. As far as I'm concerned, you're dead to me. I took Great-Granddad's sword because I knew it would piss him off, but now that I'm here, I don't know. I think he might be right about these guys. They kept saying all this stuff about how joining would teach me how to be strong, but I don't know. They've got prisoners. I just want to come home.
All right, Brainbox. Ivy wants me to find out what makes you tick. So let's get started.
There's no need for that. I'm certain we can discuss this rather unfortunate situation before it gets completely out of hand. Now, what exactly did this Ivy tell you to do?
Simple. She wants me to crack open that dome you have for a head and find out how your brain is connected to your circuits.
Perhaps I can be of assistance in that regard. After all, there isn't much else I can do now that you've removed my head from its chassis. How about we forge some sort of an accord, just between the two of us?
What the hell is an accord? You talking about wires or something?
Right. I need to phrase this so even a dullard like you would understand. Let me put it this way. You need information that's going to make your boss happy. I want to keep my brain in one piece. Maybe we can cut a deal.
Fine. I'm listening.
I'll tell you everything I know about my own construction. All the bits that Ivy wants to hear. And I promise you, she won't be disappointed. In return, you keep those tools away from me and put me back onto my body. You get what you want, and I don't get dissected like some kind of a laboratory experiment. Do we have a deal?
Well, that would save me a lot of time. And Ivy doesn't like waiting. Tell you what, you start talking, and I'll stop drilling. After I tell Ivy everything, we'll see how happy she really gets. But I think I'm gonna leave your head in that machine for now, just in case you decide to get any smart ideas. How's that for a deal?
I suppose it will have to suffice. I mean, yeah, it's a deal.
Wake up, Commonwealth. Since they're not your enemy, they are victims in this war as well. True, they were created by the Institute, but they were created as slaves. Thinking, feeling, and dreaming beings, utterly oppressed by their tyrannical masters. So join with us in fighting the real enemy, the Institute. Join the Railroad. When you're ready for that next step, don't worry. We'll find you.
Project log? Myself. I never really thought about who or what I am, but God, where do I start? The radio. I was right about the range. I managed to get a signal, a strong signal, from up north. There's a group of people up there. They say they're all synthetic people, made by the Institute. They're trying to build a place for their kind, where they can be themselves and be accepted for what they are alongside human beings. It sounds wonderful, but then they started asking about me, and some questions came up. Questions I don't have answers to. I mean, I've always felt off, like I'm not really supposed to be here, but then there are things in my childhood I can't remember, and I've been having strange dreams. I'm going to go. To meet these synths, I have to know the truth about myself. They've told me to sail up north to a town called Farharbor. I can make my way to them from there. Granddad, I know you can't hear this, but I can't think of a better way to say goodbye. You taught me so much, and I won't forget any of it. I'm sorry that we'll never be able to fix up the old clunker we've got sitting in the boathouse. Wherever you are, I hope you're at peace. Project log, dreams. Recording what I can remember when I wake up. I keep having the same one. I'm in a white room. People are talking about me like I'm not there, or maybe they just don't care. And then there's this, I don't know, jolt, like a spark of electricity to the back of my head, and then everyone turns to look at me. God, I hope I don't have it again tonight. Hello? Testing? Project log. Holotape player. Managed to strip out the parts from this thing and make something that's easier to move around. Granddad always said you need to make a record when you start something. You know, in case you have to go back to it. So, I guess I'm going to start doing that. Maybe I should start with an inventory of all the parts I found?
Kasumi, your father needs help with the boat.
I'll be right there. Oh, damn. Was I recording that? Project log. Kitchen mixer. The circuits are still good, but all the mechanical parts are rusted through. Maybe I can...
All right, everyone. I'll be back in a few days. Was there anything else we needed from the city?
Wait, you're going now? No! Wait, Dad, I could come with you.
It is better if I go alone, Kasumi. Do not worry. I have your list.
You don't know what half that list is, Dad. I can help you. Really, I'll be...
I said no. I'm sorry. You're safe here, okay? Just stay put for me.
Okay.
I know you're disappointed, but I won't be long. I love you.
I love you too, Dad. Project log, lamp. Yep, it's a lamp. Filament plus power equals light. I swear, sometimes I think my parents break these things just to keep me busy. Project log, radio. Correction, working radio. I'll finally get some news outside this house. My handle is going to be... let's go with... Ohm's Law. That should confuse the creeps. And if someone actually gets the reference, then we'll at least have circuitry in common. Project Vlog, Radiation King Television. Mom says these things actually used to broadcast pictures and sounds back before the war. She also mentioned that some of the ruins of the television studios are still around if you head to the city. Of course, she wasn't too happy when I asked if we could make a trip out there. I'm getting off track. I managed to repair the vacuum tubes and got the power working again, but, well, it's not like there's any working signal for this thing to receive. I'm just going to start stripping this thing for parts moving forward.
Medical report, Night Captain Cade reporting. I've been working closely with Scribe Naraya, examining some of the synth bodies that our recon teams have recovered. Even though we have yet to recover the synths that appear completely human, these lesser models are still astoundingly advanced. What's becoming apparent is that the Institute is the most technologically gifted enemy we've ever encountered, and therefore exceedingly dangerous. I've turned over all of my data to Lancer Captain Kells, along with my recommendations for developing effective countermeasures for these synths. Unfortunately, I'm not sure how much it will help, given the fact that the real enemy are the synths that could be hiding among us.
Lead engineer, Thomas Harkin. So far, we're tracking on schedule for the latest RoboBrain milestone. Dr. Asante has assured me that the active time between memory wipes has been greatly increased. Hopefully, that will hold true in our latest live testing. The senior engineers also informed me that their latest assembly line adjustments have been completed early. I can only hope that means due diligence was still paid, and we're not going to be looking at a total system breakdown again. Other than that, I'm still worried about the test subjects. Right now, we've got more than enough to meet our demand. But it's not like these things grow on trees.
Personal log. United States Army Staff Sergeant Michael Daly. This past Saturday, October 23rd, while en route to West Stockbridge, a vertibird crashed into the roof of this museum. The cause? EMP following nuclear detonation. Several, in fact. From the intel I've gathered, this was a global event. The co-pilot was killed on impact. Pilot died of his injuries a day later. Day after that, Flaherty and Canaway were shot by some scared, desperate survivors. Then Brzezinski took off running. Haven't seen him since. Now, it's my turn to go AWOL, if that concept even applies anymore. My armor's fusion core is burned out, so I guess my soldering days are done. I'm heading to Boston, on foot, to see if my sister survived all this. She's got an apartment on Boylston Street. This is Mike Daly, signing out. Good luck. And God bless America. Or what's left of it. Damn it, Nate, where are you? After today's meeting, it's going to take a miracle to salvage the scythe contract, and you decided to take the evening off? Look, I wanted to keep the old man out of it, but what could I do? He called me out in front of the board. I had to fire him. Where do you stand, Nate? Are you with me or with him? I want you in my office Monday at 9 sharp.
We can discuss the contract, or we can discuss your resignation. It's up to you.
Go ahead.
Hi, Daddy. When are you coming home? You work too much. I want you to read to me again. Mommy says you're helping all the horsies find good homes. Take care of them, okay? I love you. Oh, Buttercup says she loves you too. We miss you. Come home soon.
Nikki, you old bucket of bolts, it's Marty. I know it's been a while, but I came across a little mystery I thought might get your circuits firing. You remember that ugly grasshopper statue on top of Faneuil Hall? Turns out it's got a note in it. A note written by the son of one Shem Drown. I don't expect that name means anything to you, but the guy was a coppersmith. Way back when folks did shit like that. Apparently, this note leads straight to the old guy's stash. I don't know what's in it, but I'd sure like to know if it's still there. I'm gonna go do a little recon on the hall. If you decide you want to get the team back together, you let me know.
You know, before getting shipped to the Commonwealth, I thought Elder Lyons still had some good points. The Brotherhood in the Capital Wasteland, they were about helping. But this assignment, it's opened my eyes. On the flight here, we passed city after city, buildings taller than I've ever seen, some that nearly clipped the Pridwin. And who uses them now? Mutants. Freaks. Seeing all that destruction, tens of millions dead, brought on by technology run amok, it made it so clear. Elder Maxon is right. The wasteland needs to be cleansed, and we're the ones to do it.
Seth, it's me. I found out what happened to the scouts who went missing up near the old art gallery. They're dead, Seth. I'm looking at a goddamn painting of Cal's body. Oh, God. What the hell did I do to him? Who the hell is there?
Admiring my collection? I'm afraid it's not complete yet. Soon, though.
Stay away from me, you psycho!
Yes, just like that. Hold that expression on your face.
Calm down, Noel. You knew that this was coming. I don't understand why you're acting this way.
Don't tell me to calm down, Carl. When we started designing the beryllium agitator, you said it would be for the benefit of mankind. Instead, I find out that you have been planning on turning it over to the military all along. You lied to me.
Don't give me that high and mighty attitude. have you picked up a newspaper lately? There's a war going on out there, Doctor. And if our side's going to win, it needs all the help it can get.
I can't believe what I'm hearing. Since when did science start taking sides? What did they promise you, Carl? Money? Political favors? A goddamn medal?
That's enough. Like it or not, when the testing cycle is completed, I'm crating up the agitator and sending it off to Washington. Now, you have two choices. Either you can get back to work, or you can get the hell out of my building.
Personal log entry 142. I can sum up living on the Prydwen in 4 words. I miss field assignments. Don't get me wrong, the research we're doing is exciting stuff, but life on this ship is a nightmare. I'm trapped in this metal tube 18 hours a day. I still can't decide who smells worse, the soldiers or the mole rats. And what passes for conversation among the grunts makes mutants seem scholarly. I'm gonna speak to Proctor Quinlan. Field scribes cannot have it this bad.
Jeffries, Lee got the recorder working. So this the sort of detail you had in mind when you signed up for the Gunners? Hauling luggage from Linwoods for some robot butler? What was his name? Wellerton? Wellingham?
Not now, Private. Where's Connors? He's not at his post.
Oh, sorry, sir. The lieutenant said he found some tracks. Wanted to check them out. Private Martin.
Tracks? What track? What the hell is that?
Oh my... Connors! Where's the rest of him?
Jesus. Found us. Sergeant Lee, grab the case. Do not let that thing out of your sight. Everyone inside the museum, now!
Major! Major, what found us?
Word came down that the Army just unloaded the first batch of the M42s this morning. I've only seen the specs for these little beauties on paper, so Private Bertram and I snuck down to take an early look. When I heard that the eggheads were designing a man-portable nuke launcher, I thought they were nuts. But they actually got the damn thing to work. And after seeing the real thing sitting right in front of me, I think they could be just enough to tip the balance of this war in our favor. I mean, can you imagine the look on the enemy's face when we get dropped into Anchorage carrying these babies? They won't know what hit them.
All right, Burton. I'm here. Hurry up. Out with it. I have a lot of plans for this summer, and none of them involve chatting with you.
Why, Ronald, I'm hurt. Skipping the pleasantries and getting right down to business. And after all we've accomplished together this semester.
For the last time, you little snot, it's Principal Tanner.
Fine, Principal Tanner. I'll make this quick. You've been giving me Mentas to distribute to the students quietly and under the nose of the faculty. I have. Because of this, test scores have skyrocketed. The school board has noticed. We received quite an increase in funding, but the faculty doesn't know. No one here knows except you. And now, me. You've been skimming off the top and pocketing most of the funds. I want 50% of what you're embezzling, or go to Superintendent Marcella with this.
What? How did you... When did you get so smart?
You've been giving me brain pills every week. What did you expect, you pathetic little man?
Well, so what if it's all true? No one's going to believe you. You're just a kid, and I'm the principal, and more importantly, an adult.
Oh, I think they'll believe me, Ronald. Especially after they hear you admit everything in your own words.
What are you talking about? Wait. Is that a holotape? You son of a...
I didn't want the corners bent. The issues were to be in mint condition.
I'm sorry, Proctor, but this is the only limited edition annual we've recovered. Even before the bombs fell, this was the rarest issue. The one where Grognak dies and comes back to life?
Yes, Scribe. I've read the 2076 Underlane price guide from cover to cover, so I'm well aware of its past value. The fault for this travesty rests squarely on your shoulders because you chose to ignore the important lesson I taught you. Which is?
Always bag and board. I'm sorry, sir. You're absolutely right. And I promise it will never... Sir? What's that red blinking light on your terminal?
What? Oh, damn it all. I left it in record mode. Just let me...
Mr. Timms here. Randolph Safe House was not hit, but do not make direct contact. Repeat, do not make direct contact. We got 3 packages, very scared packages here, requesting assistance. Our runner reports we got Gen 1's camp nearby, assuming we're under surveillance. Please have a heavy clear the area. Coordinates enclosed. After, please pass our status back to Big D. Mr. Timms out. Randolph Safe House here. Thanks, HQ. No longer under immediate surveillance. Confirm quarantine, but give us the all clear soon, okay? Package 1 is ready for shipping out of the Commonwealth. But we got a problem along the route. If our guardian angel could clear the site, delivery can proceed. Mr. Timms out. Randolph Safe House reporting. Package 1 is away. No problems. Route cleared as promised. Runner reports recipient is, as of now, closed for business. Switchboard spooked him. We're working a new route. If our friendly neighborhood heavy can take out hostiles at the following location, that would make our life a lot easier. Mr. Timms out. Randolph Safe House report. Randolph here. We're still working the route. Runner has confirmed the final destination. He's solid. But we got another bump we need our heavy to take out. You up for it, Chief? Mr. Timms out. Randolph here. Package 2 is away. Runner took some fire along the way back. Touch and go, but our doc says he's gonna make it. We could really use some supplies over here. Any chance the Big D can let us come back in? Barring that, we need some more hostiles removed. Mr. Timms, out. Randolph here. Supplies are running out. Runner is getting cagey about the route. Can we get one last tack nuke from the heavy? Pretty, please? Once that's done, we'll move our last package. You're my hero. Mr. Timms, out.
October 22nd, 2077. I finally told them tonight, and it was bad. Real bad. Dad was shouting, telling me I should be ashamed, that I had to get out of the house. Mom just cried, and somehow that hurt worse than anything else. She didn't say a word, not even when I packed my things. I can't go to John. He doesn't even know yet. Maybe he'll never know. If it weren't for the cabin, I wouldn't have a place to sleep. Just need some time to think. Last time I was here, I was just a little girl playing clubhouse in this old cabin. Now I'm really scared. Will anything ever be right again?
Cruz got what he deserved. Captain West should have stripped him of his rank for what he did. He's soft and it shows in the many leads. We're gunners, for crying out loud. We don't retreat. And his punishment? Guard duty on the top floor of HQ. Meanwhile, me and the guys are stationed down here in this dark, cold, shitty basement. First thing tomorrow, I'll have a chat with the captain and tell him how I feel. Who knows? Maybe I'll get reassigned and get to see some real action.
Damn it! Worthless bastards. Scattered like rad roaches the moment they saw their first ghoul. I've spent months prepping for this op. There's no way I'm backing out now. That treasure will be mine. Even if I have to dig it up with my own bare hands.
Good morning, teachers and students. It is another great week here at Suffolk County Charter School. I hope everyone is getting their costumes together for the annual Halloween festival. I would like to take this opportunity to remind you that no outside food is to be brought on campus as of this week. This goes for faculty as well as students. We have received generous donations for our implementation of the Nutrition Alternative Paste Program. We owe our benefactors strict adherence to the rules they have set forth. Thank you for your attention. This is Principal Hudson, signing off. Good morning, teachers and students. It is a fabulous Wednesday here at Suffolk County Charter School. The Glee Club is having their seasonal bake sale today, so stop by and show your support so we can send our team to the regionals. Remember, actual baked goods are forbidden on school grounds, so they will be selling colorful cups for your food paste. Oh, also, we will be having a school assembly during second period tomorrow on the dangers of strangers by Jangles, the moon monkey himself. Once again, we would like to thank our benefactors from the NAPP program for allowing us to have such a big star come and speak to you kids. We owe our benefactors strict adherence to the rules they have set forth. This is Principal Hudson, signing off. Have a great day. Happy Friday all. The NAPP program launched this week with success, but not without problems. I hate to have to throw away your mother's carefully packed lunches, but I am afraid we must put our foot down on this issue. I am assured all of you will get used to the flavor of the paste. Also, I have been informed that flavor varieties will be on their way pending continued success of the program. How exciting! To those complaining, I will repeat. There are absolutely no psychological or physical side effects from participation in the NAPP. Any observed effect is assuredly psychosomatic, and possibly related to a lack of trust in the government. Remember, our participation in the NAPP not only helps our school, but in the long run benefits our nation. Thank you for your attention. This is Principal Hudson, signing off.
Field Scribe Halen, personal log entry 324A. I'm starting to wonder if joining the Brotherhood of Steel was a good choice. I originally signed up seeking protection and comradeship, but I'm worried that I've traded away a bit of my humanity in the process. The Brotherhood's message of hope for the future is idealistic and noble, but their methods leave a lot to be desired. The leadership seems especially misguided. Instead of diplomacy, they wield violent confrontation to exert control. Despite all that, I've been successfully avoiding the fighting by following the career path of a field scribe. I suppose only time will tell how long I can stand the sight of spilled blood over my own moral fiber.
Full of deathclaw eggs. A dozen, maybe more. Smashed to bits. Except this one. No wonder they wouldn't tell us what was in that case. If I'd known, I would have personally told the gunner bosses and that glorified liquor cabinet Wellingham to take those Diamond City caps and stuff them. Guess we know why that Deathclaw tracked us all the way from Lynn Woods now. We stole their damn kids. Christ. Maybe if we just return the eggs. Oh, hey, Mama. You looking for this?
We need to talk, Perry. Your partner keeps sticking his nose where it shouldn't be. I don't care if he's a cop. If he keeps sniffing around the tracks, he's liable to get hit by the train. Are we clear? Anyway, I've got this stuff moved down into the utility tunnels, but it's burning a hole in my pocket. I don't want to hear any more excuses about it being hard to fence. People would pay top dollar for this stuff.
Listen, Dale. I don't know what's taking you so long, but you were supposed to meet me here 3 days ago. I'm out of supplies, and I'm gonna have to make a run. I can see why that Solomon guy is willing to pay so much for these ferns, 'cause let me tell ya, getting walkways set up here has been a real pain in my ass. Wait for me to get back before you take the first load to Diamond City. I've got a couple of things I want.
Hey, Sheila! That you up there? The walkways look great, but how do I get up there?
There you are. Took your sweet time, Dale. Head over a block, there's... Oh, shit! Girls! Dale, look out! Run! Run!
Approaching Boston from the west. We've got heavy winds, but it shouldn't be a problem. Lining up for runway 2 at heading... What the hell is that?
some kind of bright light from the north.
Boston Towers, Skylanes 1981. Acknowledge. Over. Damn it. What's going on? Oh, God. Mayday! 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 Boston Towers, Skylanes 1891. Lost engines. We're breaking up.
There! Aim for the road! Pull up! Pull up!
Where am I?
Shh, no. How are the subject's vitals?
It's a little unsteady, but within.
Who are you? What's... Oh! Son of a bitch! Do that... Ah!
I will only say this once. Speak only when spoken to. Please continue.
The subject is ready for baseline testing.
Subject, answer the questions quickly and with what first comes to mind. You're approached by a frenzied scientist who yells, "I'm going to put my quantum harmonizer in your photonic resonation chamber." What's your response?
Is that safe test? Ah!
Answer the question.
I don't know. I don't know science stuff. Ignore him.
Ignore him, you say. Fascinating. Confidence on subject 12 is high. We'll know for certain post-mortem.
And any progress on question 3?
None. The EKG shows nothing unexpected. The answers are too damn predictable.
You've made your opinions quite clear on the value of question 3. Removing it could invalidate all the data we've accumulated to date. Moving on. Question 4. The data on this is fascinating. Why does baseball have the highest degree of correlation? Even more than question 8.
Our methodology was exhaustive. Subject 12's answers in regards to baseball in his childhood were particularly fascinating. See here and here.
I wonder, do they play baseball in the Institute? Or is there some sort of defect in their programming?
We need another failure to explore this further. We can do nothing more with Subject 12 except final processing.
I'll let the reclamation team know.
Sylvia, I don't care what Bert says. People have a right to know what kind of danger they're in. Look, the youngsters may think the Institute is just a ghost story, but I know you're old enough to remember the attacks. I know you feel for the girl, but she brought the trouble down on us. She and her father need to answer for it. If we give the Institute what they want, or just give them the girl even, maybe they'll leave us alone.
taunting.
Oh, he graduated all right from high school. It's fine. I'm sure he took shop class. Oh, look, he's reading the science mags. How cute.
Har, har, har. Shop class. Let's see them make this in shop class. My marvel of engineering. The finest in weaponized refuse acceleration. My junk jet. They'll engineers in suits. Come Monday morning, they'll all see. Jeering, leering, laughing, mocking, taunting.
Oh, he graduated all right from high school. It's fine. I'm sure he took shop class. Oh, look.
Hello, my name is Storytime Simon, and I hope you like stories, because I love to tell stories. This one is called The New Squirrel. Come with me on this magical adventure. There once was a young squirrel named Ricky who lived in a big oak tree in a city park. Ricky was a brown squirrel and lived in the oak tree with all his brown squirrel friends and family. Every day, Ricky would look out from the top of his tree and wonder what kind of squirrels lived in other trees. The older squirrels warned Ricky that the squirrels in other trees were thieves and liars. They were never to be trusted. Ricky had a rebellious heart and would not form his opinions based on anecdotal evidence. End of holotape. Please insert holotape 2. Storytime Simon here. Welcome back. And here it is, part 2 of The New Squirrel. One night, a red squirrel appeared at the bottom of Ricky's oak tree and woke Ricky and his family. "Oh, please help me," said the red squirrel. "I am lost and have nowhere to go." The elders were quick to turn the red squirrel away, but Ricky scurried down the trunk of his tree and stood firm next to the red squirrel. He yelled up at the elder squirrels. How could you turn him away? Just because he's from another tree? He needs our help. Affected by Ricky's assuredness and determination, the elders agreed to take in the red squirrel. The red squirrel thanked Ricky for standing up for him. "You won't regret this," he said. End of holotape. Please insert holotape 3. Storytime Simon here with the exciting conclusion to The New Squirrel. "Tomorrow we can get to know each other and become best friends," said Ricky to the red squirrel. The red squirrel made a sound that Ricky took for agreement, and the two squirrels curled up. Later that night, Ricky woke up to the sound of leaves rustling in the oak tree. The red squirrel was gone. Storytime Simon here with the exciting conclusion to The New Squirrel. "Tomorrow we can get to know each other and become best friends," said Ricky to the red squirrel. The red squirrel made a sound that Ricky took for agreement, and the two squirrels curled up to sleep. Later that night, Ricky woke up to the sound of leaves rustling in the oak tree. He looked around. The red squirrel was gone. Ricky surveyed the landscape below and saw a pack of glowing eyes approaching the base of his tree. Cats! Ricky heard a voice from a nearby tree. It was the red squirrel. "I'm sorry," he said. "They were following me and I couldn't bring them to my tree. They would have eaten my family." As the cats ascended the tree and began to devour Ricky's friends and family, Ricky reflected on his decisions. His last words were, "I really wish I would have trusted my elders." The end.
Welcome to the Treasures of Jamaica Plain. Within the walls of this time capsule, you, our descendants, will find the items and mementos we treasured in the year 2077. To you, 200 years in the future, these relics may seem quaint, but we hope that they will remind you of our place in history and your own. As we laid the foundation for the world in which you live, so you too will lay a foundation for future generations. May that future be bright. On behalf of all of us in 2077, we wish you well. This is Mayor Alyssa Park speaking for the town of Jamaica Plain.
Claire, it's me, Eddie. It's been too long, I know. But I'm okay. We're okay. I know it's weird, me disappearing just when the heat died down, but there's a reason. What we talked about, it's happening, soon. Bombs, missiles, I don't know what, but the end is coming. I can't even tell you how much I paid my cloak and dagger friend for this info. So I guess me building that shelter was a smart idea after all, huh? But look, baby. There is one more thing. The reason I haven't been around for a while. You know those idiot brothers at Wicked Shipping? The ones smuggling the radioactive material? I put the screws to them. Got some of the stuff. I've been working with this doctor in East Boston. Guy's a fucking genius. Listen, I know it sounds crazy, but he had this theory. The right kind of radiation exposure, at the right amounts, it can change human cells. Mutate them. Baby, I can live forever. Yeah, I know, it could kill me. I'm willing to chance it, but I can't risk losing you. So I'm the guinea pig. And I've been getting treatments. But don't worry, I'm fine. More than fine. I feel great. Amazing, even. I think this crazy shit's really working. Eventually, this war will blow over. And when it does, I'm gonna walk out into Boston and pick up where I left off. I'm gonna own the future. I'm assuming you'll be dead by then, of course. But let's not dwell on the negative. So look, you come to the sub shop tomorrow night. You and I will go into the shelter together. Seal it up and wait for the big kaboom. Just, you might want to prepare yourself a little. Mentally and such, I look a little different now. But love is only skin deep, right?
Vault Tech interview number 03 for the position of Overseer for Vault 114. Interview subject, Benjamin Beasley. Mr. Beasley, as Overseer of Vault 114, how would you settle a disagreement between two of your Vault residents?
Well, I would obviously take it through the proper channels, assuming neither of their requests were against the law, of course. This is, of course, assuming that the conflict had already gone through all the other members of the Vault's Residence Council that I plan on organizing.
Vault Residence Council, you say?
Yes, of course. People need government. They yearn for it. I think it's a civic duty of every red-blooded American patriot to serve the...
Yes, I think we have everything we need here. Thank you for your time.
Oh, already? Well, I look forward to hearing from you soon.
Yes, I'm sure you will. Please make sure to fill out your non-disclosure agreement on your way out. This is Vault Tech interview number 21 for the position of Overseer for Vault 114. Interview subject, Kimberly Weiss. Hello, Mrs. Weiss.
How do you do? And may I just say what an honor it is to even be considered for the position of Overseer. Ever since I was a little girl in mock government, I dreamed that one day I would have the opportunity to lead a community to greatness. My teachers all told me I had leadership potential, and without my guidance as student council vice president, those bake sales surely would have failed. Just the thought of being able to organize and run this small group, to show them a better way, to lead them to a future so bright that they...
My goodness. Looks like we're out of time.
What? We just started.
Yes. Thank you. If you could just send the next candidate in as you leave.
Oh, of course. Did I mention I was head of my debate team?
I'm sure you did. Thank you.
Got it.
This is Vault Tech interview number 87 for the position of Overseer for Vault 114. The candidate has refused to give his real name and has only provided the name Soup Can Harry.
That's right. I ain't telling you nothing. My name is the name I call myself, not the rank and number the government brands on me. No, sir.
Fascinating. Mr. Soup Can, would you mind telling me why you're distrustful of the government?
I've seen what they do. Come up the works with red tape and bureaucracy, take every hard-earned cent and use it to fund their Illuminati, Freemason sex parties. I'm a free man. I should be able to live as I see fit. My taxes pay for them streets and alleys and dumpsters. I'll sleep where I want.
Sir, according to this, you haven't paid taxes in many years.
I seen the back of them Abraxo boxes. Not for consumption. Don't you tell me what to do. I'll eat what I want.
Sir, you may just be the perfect candidate. How would you like to be the new overseer for Vault 114?
I ain't wearing no goddamn tie. Or pants.
Detective Valentine. Nick, listen, I'm sorry.
You've got every right to be upset. But you need to believe me when I tell you I had no idea. Operation Winter's End was my baby. I believed in it. I still believe in it. They kept us all in the dark, me included. I got briefed this afternoon, and they laid it all out. The whole thing. Winter's deal with the DA, his agreement to bring down the other families, his idea to record the holotapes and incriminate all known associates, and them needing a legitimate op and a real task force to make it all look like Winter was the focus. It was the plan all along, Nick. There's nothing we can do. Winter was a stoolie for the feds. He reported directly to the BADTFL, all on the books. For his cooperation, Winter will be granted total immunity. It's over. Effective immediately, Operation Winter's End is to cease all investigations and operations. The task force is hereby disbanded. We played our part, pal. Not the part we thought, but hey, it happens. Now we're just another box in the file room. Nick, listen to me. Everything that's happened with Winter, with Jenny, it's more than any one man should have to handle. You need help. Boston PD has been working with the eggheads at CIT. Some new program they have to deal with trauma. Scanning brainwaves or some such. I'll get you the info. You're going. That's an order. Detective Valentine. Captain Widmark here. I'd just like to reiterate how excited we here at the Boston Police Department are that you'll be joining our investigation. Commissioner Turner has already regaled me with the tales of your adventures in Chicago. As you know, Edward L. Eddie Winter has been a pox on this beautiful city for nearly 2 decades. Over a year ago, Winter dropped Cody